All right, so just a couple quick announcements. Um, First and foremost, there are only, I think, 4 more days left in the month. 4 more days left of the $20 off bar blend challenge packs and completion packs. And that's a big deal because we have a new program starting next month. I really don't think that they're going to extend it. Usually they keep extending bar and like 6 weeks of the work and whatnot. But since we have so many new things coming out, I'm really thinking it's a hard stop as of, oh, sorry, March 1st is the last day. So you can sell it for $20 off until March 1st. And then moving into second announcement, 10 Rounds comes out next month, which I'm so excited for. So this is the new program with Joel Freeman. It's boxing, kind of like shadow boxing, as well as strength training. That is available for coaches on March 16th. So it's going to be extra for coaches. There's going to be an accessory pack, a challenge pack, completion packs, all of that. For prospects that are looking to get signed up, they can simply sign up as a discount coach and then they can get that. But customers, it won't be available for them just yet. And it officially launches for everyone on April 6th. So those are the main 2 dates. And last but not least, I'm going to be hosting an Emerald call on Sunday at 10:30 Eastern. And so what this is anyone who is a new Emerald that wants to learn more about what happens now that you're Emerald, right? Like all of the perks, what doors open for you, what the next steps are, kind of visualizing all of it, you guys can hop on. So if you're already Emerald, I encourage you to mentor an Emerald so that they can join. If you're not yet Emerald, get your business to Emerald by Sunday morning, and then you can feel free to hop on. I'll share the link. It's this link, but I'll share the link in our team pages too. All are welcome for that. So tonight, Gretchen texted me last week saying, you know, one thing I think people need help with is expanding. Not only like I think we all know that we need to expand our network. And for me, when I first started off as a coach, that was my main thing, was I wanted to expand because I didn't want to touch too much of my warm market. But I was like, how the heck do I do that in a fun way that's not salesy or anything like that? And Gret's truly confused and a little scared. On what? Oh, Deed's photo. Yeah, I don't know what's happening over there. Okay, so Gretchen, take it away. Share all of your tips for expanding with us.
Yay! Okay, so I'm in a really awkward position on my couch, so I feel like I might look awkward to you guys. But anyways, yeah, I went through last week with 3 of my coaches, and it wasn't planned or anything, but one of my girls was like, I was expanding for 20 minutes and I only followed one person. I'm like, what? Like, I know so many people have told me this before, but there must be something that they're doing differently than me, even though I literally have typed it out before, like, do this and then this and then this. And they're like, okay. But so this time I was like, all right, girl, what hashtag did you use? And she told me. So I went to that hashtag, I took screenshots of the photos that I clicked on, and I literally just sent her photos of each piece of it. And she was like, oh my gosh, that was so helpful. I literally just did 10 minutes and I followed 15 people. So I'm like, okay, so maybe just explaining it isn't enough, but like actually showing it is what people need. So that's what I told Sam. I was like, I would love to host a call on this at some point. So I'm going to share my screen with you guys, and I purposely did not plan what hashtags I want to look up or anything because I want it to be super accurate. I didn't want to choose hashtags that I know are really popular and would be easy for me to show you guys, and then you go and do your own thing and struggle with it. So I'm going to show you like 2 or 3 hashtag examples of how I would follow new people. And then I figured I might do another way I like to expand is by following an account too and like looking at that thing. So I'm going to do that. If you have any questions, drop them in the comments. I think I'll be able to see them as I'm sharing my screen. So, oh, where's my Instagram? All right, can you guys see my Instagram? Okay. Okay, so this is my page. And first and foremost, the most important thing is that whatever you choose, you can use a hashtag, a location, a person, but whatever it is, ideally it's something within your first 3, if not 6 posts. So just looking at my feed right now, I could look for people who like snakeskin because I know I use the hashtag snakeskin boots. I could look for people who like baking who like lip stain, who like beaches, who maybe wear bright colors or use pink weights. You know, if I were right now I'm a former athlete. If I were to post something about being a soccer player, those people, or if I were to try to follow people like that, they wouldn't follow me back. They can't see what our immediate relationship or mutual interest is. So you have to pick something that is very clear within your first couple of posts. So let's do snakeskin boots. Snake skin. And it's even better because I know that I used the hashtag snakeskin boots in my post. So that's even better, but you don't necessarily have to do that. Just the fact that I'm wearing snakeskin boots, I think personally is enough. So, and you guys can do this along with it. Like if you have an idea right now, do this on your own with me for your own account. So from here, what I would do is I kind of, at least on my computer, I'll hover over and see, okay, 490 likes, 27 comments. That's pretty good. Let's just click on that one. Okay, so I click on that post. Love those boots. Could never pull those off though. So from here, I personally first go to the people who are leaving comments because they are actively participating on Instagram. They're not just liking things. So Fashion Delight, who are you? So this woman, 5,000 followers, Queen Nicole, trendsetter, embracing my curves. Yes, I want to be your friend. Follow. And so I just followed her. Oh my gosh, I love her colors. If I have time, you could just follow and move on. If I have time, I'm gonna like a couple of extra posts that I like. And I'll leave it at that. Maybe if I have extra time, I might also leave a quick comment on one, but not necessary. So, okay, wait. All right, let's go back. So this is back to the same photo that I found her on. Who's this? Haley Curiel. Okay, she's in Chicago. She's got 3,500 followers. Recent blog post. So she does something food. I also try to see if they're possibly a coach. And that's another thing. Whoops. That's another thing too, when you're looking for hashtags, don't use something that mostly coaches would do. You can, but you're going to have to like sneak through a lot of those things to find non-coaches. Okay, this girl, yes, I don't know what you do, but you look awesome. Love that. And the likes are just to get in their feed. So right now she's going to have 3 notifications that Coach Greta Piper liked this photo, Coach Greta Piper liked that photo, Coach Greta Piper followed you. So hopefully she'll come to my page and see, oh, she's wearing snakeskin boots. I really like those. I'm going to follow her. Is this working? All right, who's Danny? 1,300. Ooh, Budapest, Vienna. All right, I don't know if she's in the US. No. There are comments, not in English, not going with her. Then this is taking me longer because I'm explaining it on my computer. On my phone, it literally takes a couple of seconds per one. Aquarius in Wonderland. 4,000 followers. Miss Nation Serbia. Cool, cool. Not my tribe. Miss Angela. Why are all these Miss people? Your photo is not really my vibe, so I'm just gonna keep moving. Alex. Wow, so many internationals. Okay, so that was it for that one. I could go to a different post. We're gonna go with clearly snakeskin. There's 18 comments on this one. The Body Bombshell. Fitness dance professional, founder, creator, host. Sweaty Betty. That's an international thing. I'm not super sure what that is. I am gonna follow. and like, and moving on. Who else? Let's find one more from this girl. Model Alexa. Let's see who Alexa is. Private. Sometimes I will follow private accounts if it's super clear that either I have what they're looking for or we like the same thing. Jessica. Or she just looks super nice. I'm gonna follow her. Okay. There's more. Bree. Praise the Lord. All right, so that's all I'm gonna do for snakeskin. I could go back to the main page and find a different one. So I should be timing myself and how many I just did, but that's all I did for that one. Let's do another hashtag. Let me choose, oh, yeah, no, I'll just keep going. I'm gonna choose, never done this before, but I'm carrying pink weights. Pink weights. All right, 2,000 posts, not a ton. And these might also be Beachbody coaches too, but let's try it out. Who's this girl? Okay, 1,000 likes, 78 comments. First, I'm gonna see if she's a coach because I don't wanna steal her stuff. I'm obsessed with helping women ditch the diets. All right, she might be a coach. The Fit Cycle. That is not Beachbody. She's got 36,000 followers. Leg day. All right, I'm gonna go with the fact that she's not a coach, assuming. Okay, so these are all people who like her pink weights. So let's go with this girl. It's not a girl. Cool. Going back. That looks like a guy. Chelsea, mom of two. I'm gonna follow her anyways because she looks like, I love those earrings that she's wearing. This might be a guy too. Tiff Rhodes. Yeah, follow her too. She looks normal and nice. Ariel. Man, tons of people who have private accounts. Okay, so not really successful with that one. Followed a couple people that were private accounts. Do I want to go anywhere with this? What's this one? M. La Rosa Fit. She looks like a Beachbody coach just from what she has in here. So I'm gonna go away from her. So this one might be a dead end. That's gonna happen, but I at least followed a couple people. Yeah, these are all gonna look like Beachbody people, at least in my eyes. So I'm gonna go back. So I'm gonna stop sharing my screen for a second, see if I can see the chat. So that is just an example of what I would do for hashtags. And again, try to stay away from fitness ones. Like instead, for my fitness photo, I chose pink weights instead of hashtag new abs or even non-scale victory. It's not bad, but you'll find a lot of people who are also coaches. Sam says, do you only go to top and not recent? No, I'll typically actually go to recent. I don't know how to do that on my computer. I don't know how to do that on my computer, but if I'm on my phone, I'll click recent because those are people who recently liked pink weights and didn't just like it a year ago on the most popular post. Coley, do you send first messages at all when you're doing that? Sometimes it depends what vibe I'm in. Sometimes I will send them a message. If it's someone who I'm like, yes, you are my vibe, I will say, hey, Coley, not sure how I stumbled on your page, but I love your positive vibe. That way they're at least in my inbox. One of my girls who just signed up today, or maybe it was yesterday, I just looked at my conversation with her. I had sent her that message, hey, Kelly, not sure how I stumbled on your page, but I love your positive vibe. No response. Then I sent her an invite, no response last month. Sent her another invite this month. Hey, you were in my inbox. Can I send you some details? And she said yes, and she just signed up. So just getting them in your inbox is super powerful, because that way, even if any of these people don't follow me back, they're at least in my inbox. So sometimes I do that right away. Other times, like what I'm going to do right now is I'm just following. Tomorrow, I'm going to click on my following, and your newest ones show up first. So tomorrow, I'm going to go in and I'm going to say, hey, not sure I stumbled on your page. And at least the way I track too, I separate my new people that I'm adding and my new messages. So that's what I do for that. Great questions. Sam was searching for hashtag yellow swimsuit. All of your hashtags were duds with no good peeps. That happens. Yeah, exactly. So move on, like have a couple in mind that you want to do. So I'm going to share my screen again. Put you guys out of the way. So again, if I were to keep doing hashtags, I could do hashtag blonde balayage. I could do, I actually did a bunch with this one. I did hashtag positive energy only, and I found I got a ton of people to follow me back just because this was my first post. It was up here when I did that one. And so anyone who likes positive vibes started following me back. So that was a really good one too. So just pick, and if you're having a hard time picking something, drop your account in the comments or in the, chat section. And maybe if we have time at the end, I'll go through and just pick something for you. So that's one thing I do. Another thing that I like to do is you can do locations, but I've recently been doing accounts. And I tend to get a lot of physical therapists, occupational therapists, speech language pathologists following me back, which I love. Thank God, because I can totally vibe with them. And I think it's because even though I don't have photos of me being a physical therapist, I have it right up front. My very first thing is saying I'm a physical therapist. So they're like, oh, okay, I'm a PT too. Yeah, I'll follow her. So I'm going to search for physical therapist. I can't think off the top of my head a physical therapy account that I'm following that has a bunch. This is not a good example, but she looks pretty dope. Acute Care, I see you. She lives in LA. Dallas. Okay, I want to be your friend. You look super cute and fun. You'd be so fun to hang out with at Summit. I like you doing your thing. Okay, so that wasn't a big account though. So go back. Physical therapist. Because I can't think of a big account off the top of my head, physical therapist, I am just going to go to the hashtag and see if I can find a big account there. And a big account is probably going to have a ton of likes. Who's this one that has Psychology Academy? Queenie Physio, I doubt she's a big account. So, not sure. Physiotherapy. So physio means she's out of this country. I wonder what country she lives in. But she looks cool. Again, not going to spend too much time. I like her. Another thing you can do is, this has 329 likes. So even though they aren't commenting, they're still liking. So they are still active. So I can click on the people liking. Ash DPT. DPT means Doctor of Physical Therapy. Yep. Exercise Science. Gold Coast. Is that Australia? AUS? Yeah. Okay. Thank you for that. Going back. Again, this is easier on your phone because you don't have to keep clicking all these things. Caitlin. Chiropractor. Yep. I want to follow you. Cool. You're working with people. PNF. I know what PNF is. I can talk to her about that. Looks like she's a new account. Congratulations. She probably just started. Good job, girl. We're going to become friends. So she was just someone who liked this photo. So you can also go through likes or comments. Let's do one more. Who's this? Licensed massage therapist. Yeah. Like if I know we're in the same profession, hey, you drink some water. I always need this reminder. Thanks for sharing. Like if it's something quick I can just think of off the top of my head, I'll definitely comment. That literally took maybe 7 seconds. I think we have what's going on in the chat? Okay, Kelsey. Claudia, I got that from a few days ago. Such a game changer. Kelsey, I'll take a look at your page. Drop your account here if you want. Okay. Sorry about that. I wish I could think off the top of my head. Clearly, I am not someone, there are a couple coaches on my team who have like 5 accounts that they follow that have a ton of followers, like 500,000 plus, and they just click on their followers and go from there. I'm trying to think of any off the top of my head. Leanne, Casey, yours too. I just wish I could give you guys PT. I know it's a PT one. DPT Travels, is that what it is? Nope. Okay, well, let me think. I know some people do HGTV. This is not going to be good for me because I don't watch HGTV, but they obviously, okay, they have 4 million followers, meaning they're probably getting new followers every single day. So I'm just going to do this to show you guys, but just realize this is not for me. So you can click on their followers. And this is my least favorite way because these people could have followed them a year ago or 2 years ago or today. Excuse me, but their newest followers are going to be up here. So Carrot Cake. I don't even know what you post about, but I like your name. There was nothing there. Courtney, 0 posts. Heather, New Hampshire, 0 posts. I'm not gonna follow. Sometimes I would. Maggie, not in the US. That's another thing. I will say I did Fabletics once because they have a ton of followers, and I got so many 16-year-olds following me. Definitely not a good idea. Sebastian, Becky. Yes, I don't know. This isn't really working for me, but that's just one idea. I'm gonna stop sharing for a second. Oh, Coley, that's so funny. You said HGTV. So Chloe said, on big accounts like HGTV, I look for accounts with stories. Yeah. So those are, I could go more into it, but that's typically what I do for expanding. I find a hashtag and if it's successful, you'll know because click on a couple of different of the recent posts that have a lot of comments. Click on the people who are commenting in 2 seconds, maybe not 2, in 5 seconds, literally 5 seconds, see if they are your vibe or not. If not, go back, find someone else. Don't waste time thinking, is this someone who would be good for an accountability group invite or a coach invite? I used to do that, and I would take an hour to follow maybe 5 people. That is not worth our time. Just not good. Okay, so Kelsey, let's do you first. There you are. All right, so I'm just going to ramble off some things. Okay. So from your top 6, I would maybe say hashtag grocery haul because it looks like, I'm assuming you were in a grocery store. Hashtag green pants. Hashtag colorful outfits. These don't have to be hashtags either if you just find accounts that like those things. If you want to attract moms, maybe kids food. Although that's not really kids. I love grilled cheese. You could maybe do Flashback Friday, although that's not really an interest. That is just like a flashback. You have 3 nutrition posts, so I would maybe look at nutrition-based things: grocery haul, new recipe, meal of the week, dinner of the week, something like that. Sorry, it's easier for me to just follow or get out of sharing my screen to get your guys's accounts. Following Francis. All right. Hashtag hoodie life, hashtag black cat, hashtag red lip stain, hashtag beach life, gym hair don't care, sweaty selfie life, and don't use that, that's not a coach's. Ooh, so what is this dress? I love that dress. Hashtag funky dresses, or printed dresses. I did that once. I have a Fox printed dress, and I forgot, I did something printed, I can't remember, something like that. Hashtag leopard print. You've got a lot of variety here. Sunglasses life. Again, that's 6 down, or sorry, 9 down. But that's what I would say for you, Stephanie. And if anyone has ideas for these guys too, feel free to share in the comments. Doesn't have to just be mine. Stephanie. Hashtag something about wearing black, obs, because you love wearing black. Hashtag, first thing that came to my mind was that black life, but don't do that. Morning coffee. Something about tattoos. Hashtag half sleeve. I'm assuming you've already done that. Hashtag slippers life. Hashtag meal of the week as well. Hashtag crop top. Matching outfit. If it's Fabletics, you could do Fabletics. That's cute. Is that for Valentine's Day? What is this about? The idea is that, okay, so you rearrange your office. The idea is that people don't have to click on your post in order to see what the mutual interest is. They would know right away. So even if, so like this office one, I wouldn't necessarily search for, people that also work in offices, because I don't know, maybe it's just me, but it looks like to me like a workout post because you're wearing workout. Maybe the post is about how working out is your office. So, but you want it to be in a split second, they go to your page and see, oh, that's our mutual interest. Love that. I don't know what that is. Is that a beach or like whatever setting that is? Search for that. You could do something about big smiles. Again, with nutrition. Okay. Leanne, we're going to you next. Ooh, Sam says all black everything. Yes. Love that. Leanne, so you also like black, you also like scenery. So winter wonderland, winter views, crazy pretty sunsets, beautiful sunsets, or if that's a sunrise, then sunrise. Somewhere between what she survived. If this is something about positivity, maybe positivity. If it's about overcoming something, like I'm sure you could do something with that. That's just a lot for me to read. You could also do something about coffee or morning tea, nighttime tea, something about tea. It looks like, or coffee, it looks like that's probably what's in there. So you got a lot of workout ones, which again, workout ones are hard, I think, for me, just because I seem to find coaches with that or people who are already into challenges. So, but you do have a lot of views. So I would do something with your views. And even like photography. Is that the same photo? No. Maybe like winter photography, something like that. I think there was one other one. Oh. Finding Beth. You've exhausted. Oh, Beth, I'll go to yours next, except after Powers, whoever Powers is. I don't know if that's is this you? I don't think that's you. Who gave me that? rnfit.mom. Is that you? Is I on your account or is that someone else?
That was someone else that said like fit mom of two or something when you clicked on it.
Oh, did I just click on the wrong one? Is it one of these?
Maybe just click search. Don't click on any of those names that come up.
It doesn't, at least on my computer, it doesn't let me.
Oh.
I can see if it comes up on my phone. So are you a nurse? If so, right there, you could, just knowing your account name, RN, I don't see it on my phone either, but whoever that is, if you're a nurse, find a big nursing account, maybe a travel nursing account, and find people who are liking or commenting on those. Hashtag RN life, hashtag registered nurse, nurse life. Sometimes I'll search for nurse life RN, like right now is a big one. So I can't see your page, but just knowing you're a nurse, I would go based on that. Or if there's any nurse lingo, I would search for that lingo as a hashtag. I hope that's helpful. Sarah Powers, pure example of how I don't do well with my Instagram. My name is Sarah Powers. Okay. Let me see if I. There's a lot of Sarah Powers. Sarah, I don't know. Is that your Instagram name? I don't know why it's not coming up even as an option for me. Maybe it's a private account. Yeah, RN Life is a good one. I'm going to move on to Beth, but let's see if we can figure that out for you too. Finding Beth. Okay. Oh, I love that photo. Are you topless in that photo?
Yeah. Thank you.
Okay. I don't know tattoo lingo. I don't know if that's considered a half sleeve, but maybe something about half sleeve or tattooed arms, something about shadows, hiking, travel views, whatever I don't know where you are, but something about wherever that is. Oh, you didn't even mark where it was. Something about that, like literally search for that hashtag and for that location and find people who have been there. Girl, you got three of your back. Only one of you looking at us. 4 of your back. But you do look at us too. This is a little far down because we're 9 down now, but something about like that cozy life. Have you searched for anything topless babes? Yeah, you might get some creepers with that one. Bun hair, something about your bun. I would really wine addict, red wine lover, cab sav addict. Yeah, let me know if those are new ideas or if you've searched for all of those. Yoga pose. Sam says yoga pose, hashtag twist pose. Yeah, it looks like locations would be better for you, Beth, just because your non-location ones are more fitness, it looks like. I mean, I don't ever search for relationship type things just because I'm not in one, but you have, I'm assuming boyfriend, fiance, or husband, right? 1, 2, he's in 3, he's in 4, he's in quite a few, 5, 6, he's in a lot of yours, 7. So maybe something about, I don't know what your relationship status is, but maybe like dating life, fiance life, best boyfriend, because people who are going to be liking best boyfriend hashtags are probably really into relationships because they're liking other people who are happy in their relationships. So maybe something about relationships. Yeah, it's my idea for that. Overall, does that make sense? Have you guys done that exact same thing? And if so, does that work for you or not? What are your thoughts? Cole, you're shaking your head. Yes, if you've done that and it does work for you. Yeah. My best advice is if it's your day or your hour, whatever, to follow new people, don't spend a lot of time on each person. Like literally each like should be 30 seconds or less. So that would mean don't send the message saying I stumbled on your page right away. Maybe like a couple posts, but don't really comment, and focus on that during your day where you're trying to connect and send messages.
Great. We got a question over on Facebook. Rebecca said, are you friending them or just liking their photos? But it looked like you friended all of them, right? Or no?
I followed the ones that I wanted to follow, I followed, and I try to like 2 photos. Like the bare minimum is I'll like 2 photos because then they'll have 3 notifications from me that I liked 2 photos and that I followed them. If it's just one follow, they might just scroll past you. But if they're like, because don't wouldn't you do that? Like if you're looking at your notifications and you see Samantha Penkoff followed you, you probably wouldn't think much of it. But if she has 5 things there because she liked 3 things, followed, and left a comment, you might go to her page. So I try to like a couple of photos too. Kelsey says, I think this will be very helpful with all the different ways to follow and expand my network. Yeah. Coley, I have a lot of success with locations. Yeah, so like locations is another thing too, especially if you are in the location. Like if it's Beth, I think it was, you've got some cool locations. I haven't been there. Follow people who are there. One of my coaches, Tessa, was just at Yosemite. So doing something like that where you follow people who are at least liking those photos, if not already in that location. Even locations don't have to mean traveling. It literally could mean a coffee shop or it could be a park.
I love locations too. And so, one location that I've been doing that works really well is a donut shop near me in Portland. But kind of like how Gret was saying, like choose something in your first 6 photos. So, when they come to your page, they're like, oh, bam, that's how we can relate. I don't have any donut pictures. So, it's like literally the best donut shop. Tonight, I was like, Harry, we need to go there soon. So, like, I love it so much, but no one would know that from me. So now I'm still doing locations, but I just want to have at least one photo in my top 6, ideally top 3. And I'm just not only going to search for that donut shop, but donut shops all around. It doesn't have to be in your local area if you live in like in a place that you feel like it's not a good quality people. But yeah, locations are fun.
That's a great point too, because my coach Claudia was saying that where she lives, it's a lot of people who are international. And so I told her, she lives in Florida, pick a different place in Florida or pick a place in California or Chicago. I don't know, anywhere. It doesn't have to be where you are. It's it's just like the type of location that matters. It doesn't have to be in the same city or even nearby. And Coley, so when you do locations, do you do the same thing? Like you'll go to a location and then you'll click on the followers and or the commenters or likers, or do you do something different? Same thing. So there's a Sam, do you do the same thing?
When I go to a location, I go to like who tagged that location. So I search for the donut shop, not the actual donut shop. I search for the location of who tagged that, like who's been there, and then I just see the posts of those people. So I go to recent posts.
Perfect. There's so many different ways that you can use these similar tactics to expand your network. Does anyone on this call feel like they don't have a hashtag that they can use or a location or a bigger account? Or do you feel like it's still going to take you forever to find people? Cool. I look at places. Trader Joe's looks a lot. Look at recent posts, get lost. Yeah, getting lost on the rabbit hole too. That's always a good thing. And I would say too, especially if you're a newer coach, pick one thing. Pick just hashtags or just location. Don't overwhelm yourself with thinking that there's all of these different ways that you can expand. Pick one and do that. And if it works, awesome. If it doesn't work, pick a different one. But don't overwhelm yourself with how many options there are. Sam says tonight was a bust for me. Yeah, sometimes it's just a bust for me and I'll just move on to a different task completely. I tend to like to do one task per day. And if I'm just not finding anything, I'll just move on because it's just discouraging and I'll do something else. But you'll have other days where you'll really hit it out of the park. And if you find hashtags that really work for you and you're like, oh my gosh, this is a gold mine, write it down so that the next time you go to expand, or even in a month from now, if you want to remember to go back to it, it's so easy if you already have a list of hashtags that you know have worked for you in the past, because people are always going to continuously use that hashtag. So if you go back in a week, there's going to be new posts in there, especially if it's a popular hashtag. So keeping a list of locations or hashtags or big accounts. Clearly, I don't have a list of my big accounts because I can't even find an example for you guys. Let's see if I keep everything in my notes app.
Oftentimes I get asked how many should you do each day or each week. And my tip for that is if you're not getting the results that you want, do more. And this goes for all activities, not just expanding. But if you feel like you're not getting eyes on your page, expand more. Today on the National Wake Up Call, Micah Folsom said she does 30 a day. So that could be a goal that you shoot for. Or if you're like Grant, you do one main thing each day, maybe you only do this activity on Mondays, but you do 100 people. Then you don't have to worry about it the whole rest of the week. So find a number that works well for you, but just be consistent at it. And then the next step to this, and I think Gretchen touched on this, is connecting with them. So it's not just like, oh, cool, Coach Greta Piper, like she's 4 times in my feed, let me go check her out. They still might not follow you back. So connect again, add them into a collection. And there's actually a 17-minute YouTube that I sent to some of you. I'll post it with a recording. It's again by Micah Folsom based off of her training today, but it's only 17 minutes. And she tells you exactly what Instagram collections she uses so that yes, while she's doing this 30 people a day, she is consciously, she says 80% of her time is connecting, meaning she goes through it an Instagram collection. She sorts it out by month. So she has like a February challenger prospect and a February coach prospect, and which are all these people that we found tonight, right? Just put them in a collection, and then she just scrolls through and comments every single day. She's connecting with these people so that when she invites next month or in 3 weeks or whatever, they're like friends already. They already know each other. So stay connected with these people just by either adding them to a collection, or something that I do, which I really like because I get to unfollow them, is I click on who I'm following. Not everyone knows that, but when you go to your Instagram page and you click on following, you can click on that and you can sort it based on latest. And I scroll past the initial ones because those are the people that I just followed right now. But I just go through my following list of people I chose to follow, connect with them. I'll like 421 them all over. I'll like some posts, comment on their posts. I'll see if they're following me by clicking on who they are following. If they're following you back, your name is number 1. If they're not following you, you won't show up. So right away, you can tell if they're following you back, unfollow, and go on. So again, they might follow me now because again, it's another 4 notifications from Samantha Says, but I've unfollowed, I'm on to the next.
Yeah. And what got me initially in the habit of sending an initial message like, hey, just stumbled on your page, love your vibe, is because Sam told me like that she was having conversations with a ton of people, but they weren't following her back. It's like, oh my God. So if they don't follow, if you are only sending messages to people who follow you back, then you may have just spent an hour at following people. But if they don't follow you back, you have no one to send an invite to. You have no one to connect with. So making sure that you do at some point, maybe the next day or while you're doing it, send them, get into their inbox just so they are in your inbox. Or I don't know how to do it on my computer, so I couldn't show you tonight, but just click the little tab button to save them into one of your collections. Do something so that if it's truly someone that you think you'd vibe with, then save them somewhere so that you know to go back.
This was great. Any questions, you guys? I'm gonna check Facebook again real quick.
Yeah. I would love to know, and maybe post in the recording, once this is recorded, post in the comment section. So either tonight or tomorrow, whenever you expand next, time yourself for like, I don't know, maybe 15 minutes and see how many you're able to follow. I'd love to know if the way you do this, if you do it this way, if it will increase the number that you're able to do.
That's a good one. Another thing too that I just thought of, when you just start off with one of the hashtags that Gretchen recommended, and then if it's a dud, like you guys saw tonight, mine was like all duds. But when you search for hashtags, like one I searched for was hashtag leggings are life, again a dud. But up at the top it says related, hashtag workout clothes addict, hashtag legging season, hashtag leggings every day. So even if your hashtag doesn't work, click on related and those are other hashtags that you can look into too.
Yeah.
Beth is already adding. Awesome. Well, let's wrap up this call. Let's do a quick boomerang. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Okay, there you go. All right, you can count us down when you're ready, Gret.
Okay, 3, 2, 1.
Awesome. Thank you, Gretchen, for walking us through that. I feel like it was so refreshing, and it's just like, I don't know, so many ideas, and just like keep trying something new, find what works for you. And thank you guys for hopping on tonight. Comment, I want to see tomorrow how many you do. Gret, what time frame do you want to give them? In like 10 minutes or 20 minutes or? Like
10 or 15 minutes. Let's say 15 minutes. Everyone can find 15 minutes.
Set your timers for 15 minutes anytime tomorrow, and then comment in the recording of how many you did.
Yeah.
I love it. Okay. Have a great night, everyone. Bye.